50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
Hey guys, how's it going? It is my different username here, and today I get to be showing you a submachine gun that happens to be one of my personal favorites just because of its use in movies and video games and stuff, but finally it is now remastered and brought into LEGO form. So here we have the LEGO MP5 submachine gun. So, some of you guys are probably wondering, why? Why did I go out of my way to make this? Well, you see, on the internet a little while ago, I saw this trailer for the new Call of Duty, and it turns out that the new Call of Duty is just a remaster of Call of Duty 4, which I thought was really cool. It was kind of weird though, because the first 3 minutes was like showing off, I think it was Titanfall or something, but then they finally showed COD 4, and I don't know, I just got so excited that I had to make a weapon from that game, which to me happened to be the MP5. But anyways, this is the MP5, which is a 9mm submachine gun created by a German small arms manufacturer known as Heckler & Koch, and by the way, it is pronounced Koch. You can even look it up on their website. Look, I'll even put it up for all you nerds that don't believe me. But besides that, this gun was actually developed back in the 1960s, and it's one of the most well-known submachine guns in the world, nearly being adopted by over 40 nations of several different types of military and law enforcement. A lot of people don't know it as well, but this gun happens to be the predecessor of the MP45. So yeah, there is a lot of stuff to cover when it comes to this weapon, so hopefully I can get through it all with no problem. Let's start off with how I built this weapon. Now, normally when I'm building a LEGO weapon, I usually look up the image on Google, find some measurements here and there, and then find as many reference photos as possible, and that's usually how I start off building. But this time, I had the reference models of my own. Here I had my Airsoft MP5 and MP5K. Now, what made this process easier was the fact that I literally had all the dimensions right here in my hands physically instead of online on a computer screen, which was pretty nice. I used the MP5 to get the basic shape of the weapon, and also the stock really helped out in my design as well. And when it came to the MP5K, what helped me with this model here was the charging handle and also the way the magazine release works on the bottom. So I took what both of the weapons had together and I built this. Here we have the fire selector. Now, just like the MP5 itself, it has safety, semi, and fully automatic, and it's ambidextrous too. But what's cool about this safety selector is that it actually works. Like, legitimately, it's hard to pull the trigger, except it's not too practical, because if you pulled hard enough you can break the system itself, like you can break away the safety, which doesn't really make it a great safety. But at the same time, this is my first design for a safety switch, and maybe later in the future I'll improve on this design, but at least I made a safety switch that finally works. And I also made a working magazine release, which is pretty nice as well. I'll admit though, it's a little tricky to have functionally work, because there's a certain point where the gun will actually not receive the magazine until you have it completely straight into the magwell, but for the most part, it still works, which is basically the point of it. This weapon also includes another feature that I'm very proud of, and that's its retractable stock. I've made retractable stocks before, but I've made them in a way where you would have to manually take a pin out and place it back in just for it to slide. But this one works off of a switch. You can even pull the stock off completely. You can even see the 2 points on the left side of the stock showing where the pin is actually placed, because if you look into the mechanism itself, you can see the pin move anytime I flip the switch. This is basically done by the use of a spring on the inside, and it's kind of cool too, because I also made a pin system just like the real MP5, except it's not the same way, it's not in the same spot. But basically, I made it so you can replace the retractable stock with a more solid stock, but unfortunately I ran out of pieces and I wasn't able to make the stock. But I totally would have if I had the pieces, and I don't know, I actually might make this in LEGO Digital Designer, which means I'll just make a digital version of that solid stock piece, and then from that point it can actually be interchangeable, which would be pretty cool. Another cool feature of this gun is, well, this. Yeah! It's not the only way you have to charge the handle. You could either do the famous H&K slap that you see in the movies, or you can just simply pull back the charging handle and let it fly forward. Now, when it comes to the iron sights, I have to say I'm really used to a Oh my god, an explosion just went off. Okay, let's restart that. Well, anyways, what I was trying to say was that when it comes to Heckler & Koch sights, I'm really used to using a familiar set of pieces almost every single time. Like here, the rear sight just consists of a 2x2 cylinder, while the front has just a simple flat tire representing the front ring sight. Honestly, I can't think of any other way to make the Heckler & Koch iron sights besides this, so if you guys have any suggestions for other ways to build them, please feel free to, tell me in the comments below. I'd be more than willing to read them. Alright, we're on the last feature of the weapon, and it's, well, here, give me a moment. This! Yeah. No, yeah, really, this is it. So technically, this is a different handguard for the weapon, but you can't just switch them out. That's not really possible. It becomes an entirely new gun from that point. And this happens to be the MP5SD. SD standing for a German word I do not dare to even try to butcher. But basically, it's an integral suppressor that runs through the entire gun, and it's considered one of the most quiet submachine guns to use in the Force, which is really nice, I gotta say. Also, it just looks really cool to me. I don't know, personally I like the look of this better than the stock MP5, but that's just my opinion. Not like that matters. Well, anyways, besides that, overall I have to say that no matter what the stats are on this weapon, it's still my personal favorite. In my mind, this is German engineering at its best. I know there's successors to this gun like the MPX and even the UMP45 made by the same company, but in my mind, it's still my favorite gun ever that you can take and slap into action. That was weird. Alright, let's just shoot the gun already. Now hold on, before you click away from the video, I have some announcements to make. So later down this week, I'm actually going to be going to Chicago Brick World 2016, meeting up with Nick Brick, and what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to show off all my LEGO weaponry, which at the moment happens to be this MP5 that you just saw from the video, and also a secret weapon that no one has seen yet and will not see up until Brick World 2016. So if you guys are interested or happen to be in the area, you should definitely come by, say hi and stuff. It's gonna be a fun time, so yeah. Also guys, I have one more announcement to make, and this is actually involving the gaming channel. Some of you guys probably don't even know I have a gaming channel, but believe it or not, I do. But unfortunately, I'm planning on deleting it soon. But that does not mean I am willing to give up at all. If it's one thing, I made a brand new channel with the same name and everything, but this time I'm going to be putting on different content that I feel like people would really enjoy, and also I would enjoy, because I'm going to be playing the games that I really enjoy playing a lot, like CSGO, DayZ, just really any other game that is really out in the open now and just super fun to make, because when I'm playing a game that I really enjoy playing, I tend to make a crazy weird edited video out of it. So if you guys like the crazy weird edits that I do on this channel, then you're probably gonna like this one. I mean, I also play with friends too.
Just headshot him, just headshot him. Do it, no balls. If you don't headshot him, you're gay.
So yeah, if you guys are interested, you can just click the link on the screen right here, or just click the link in the description below. Totally up to you. But anyways, I think I've wasted enough of your guys' time. So, subscribe to see more LEGO COD 4 weapons, like, favorite, and comment if you have enjoyed. And, as always, thanks for watching!